6-day challenge. Today is going to be talking about something that is kind of a sticky subject, but let me start by telling you a story. I remember the most expensive pair of sunglasses I ever had. I love sunglasses, by the way. Let me see if I can find some. One's right here. I'm like a sunglasses like freak. I normally buy the cheap like fake ones. Like these are some of my Oakleys. And they are not real, like whatsoever. But you know, they kind of look, semi-real. Here are some, I don't even know what these are called, Ray-Bans, and I like them kind of. Somebody sat on them, and so I never wear them because they're, I guess the word is cattywampus. I don't know what that means, so if it's a bad word, just like forgive me, but they're very crooked. And I have a couple more pairs, but the most expensive pair, the real, is like an actual name brand, not fake or anything like that, pair of sunglasses I ever had was a pair of Maui jeans. And I had just got them. I probably paid like $250, $300, something like that for them. And I mean, I liked them a lot. They were really light, so I could play tennis in them and I could play golf in them. Anyways, so as I was playing one day, I went to the church, and it was kind of real late in the evenings. It was back when I was a youth pastor, and I remember I took my sunglasses off and I set them right there on my desk, and I left. Well, I forgot my sunglasses at the church, so I didn't go get them till the next day. Well, I come back the next day, and they were gone. They were not on my desk, and I had no idea where they were at. I was like, what? So I searched the whole church, like tore my office apart, looking everywhere, could not find them for anything. So eventually, I kind of come to the conclusion that somebody may had sticky fingers and maybe like took the sunglasses. This is kind of what I concluded. So I kind of didn't know what to do. I was like, man, somebody stole them. That's kind of a lot of money. I was kind of frustrated with that. And I didn't know what to do. Like, should I call the youth out? Should I say, hey, who stole the sunglasses or whatever? And I'm not saying that anybody did steal them in the youth. I'm just saying that I was thinking along the lines that somebody had taken them. And I read this verse, and here's what the verse says. It says, why not, and it's talking about like people stealing. It says, why not just accept the injustice and leave it at that? Why not let yourself be cheated? Instead, you yourselves are the ones who do wrong and cheat even your fellow believers. That really kind of spoke to me in that moment. I was like, okay, let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at the injustice. Let's not, I don't want to make a scene when if somebody stole them, maybe they needed the money, maybe they needed some sunglasses, maybe they had a reason for, kind of having the sticky finger, so I kind of let it go. And that's not to like say that I did right in that circumstance, maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. But the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes people are going to wrong us. Sometimes people are going to like come against us in a way that we can do two things. We can retaliate and try to get justice in that sense, or we can just say, let God have the justice, and we can turn the other cheek, and we can accept the injustice and leave it at that, as Paul says in this passage. So that really spoke to me then. I think it still even speaks to me now. I heard a story that this one guy, he was a youth pastor, and he had just bought these really expensive pants, and as he was running through the kind of the youth day that they were having, somebody came up with a paintball and just threw that paintball at that man's brand new pants. I mean, that was like $100 pants, and when you're a youth pastor, people pay you in hugs and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so I know he didn't have much money, And so he ruined his pants, and he just kind of smiles and goes on it. And it actually wasn't a story that I heard, it was a story that I saw. And that night, I went up to him, and his name was Zach. I said, Zach, man, why didn't you get angry? Like, your new pants was ruined, and you just like laugh it off. He says, I can replace a pair of pants, but I can't replace a relationship that I have with X, Y, or Z. So I just let it go. And I thought that was really mature. So I still today think about that, try to implement that in my life, if that makes any sense. So those are some good verses of scripture that I think can be, I don't know, it's what spoke to me, it's what stood out to me, and really helped me through my life. So anyways, that's kind of what I got out of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with another episode, and we're going to be diving into chapter 7. So until next time, peace.